Hello everyone, this will be my second test at the Lazy Effect in this flower mold. I've changed the resin temperature and this time I'm also going to use two colors to create the Lazy Effect. So I weighed 8 drops of pigment paste and it was 0.70 grams. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm weighing the white pigment paste, and this is my own pigment paste. It's called Moonlight White. You can find it in my Etsy shop. And I'm also going to use a black pigment paste, and this is also one of my own. It's called Black Beauty. You can find it in my Etsy shop. The link is in the description. So also 0.70 gram of the Black Beauty, the same as the white. Here I'm showing you the temperature of the resin. And it's about 27.5 degrees, so it's higher than my first test. In my first test, the resin temperature was 26 degrees, but further in the video, I will compare the two tests with each other. Then you can see the difference. So I'm going to add 15 gram of resin to the black pigment paste. There you can see it. And what I saw in my previous test is that I get the best lacing if I use 8 drops of pigment paste and a resin temperature of 26 degrees. But yeah, it's now higher, it's 27.5 degrees, but the same pigment drops because I weighed it and it was 0.70. So let's see what I can create with two colors to create lace effect. And that was a suggestion of someone in the comments to use two colors for the lace effect. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Mixing it together, there you can see it. It's very opaque. And the resin I'm using is from Resin Pro. It's a medium viscosity resin. The link to their website is in the description below this video. And also, the black is very opaque. There you can see it. Yeah, now I'm going to add these two colors in a piping bag because I don't want the edge to be too white. So then I like to use a piping bag because then you have a little bit more control over the line. There you can see it. So the silicone mold I'm using is from Molds and Shapes. It's their flower mold and the mold is 25 centimeters. So it's larger than the geoda mold I've used. So yeah, I need to find out how much resin, clear resin to pour in, how wide the line on the edge should be. So yeah, it's all experimenting and I love to do that and show it to you all. And I'm going to do more tests in this flower mold with other temperatures and other colors. Yeah, and I don't know how these two colors will react to each other because they will flow into each other and then create lacing, hopefully. I'm going to start with a black line against the edge of the silicon mold. There you can see it. Not too thick of a line, very small or thin, because the white line will be next to this black line. Pushing it against the edge of the silicon mold with my stirring stick. And now next to the black line I'm going to add a white line. And then these two colors will flow into each other. A little bit more white. Yeah, and hopefully I will get a nice black edge in the end result, because there are also some people that don't like the white edge. I'm pouring the clear resin into the mold. There you can see it. Let it flow into those two colors to push the colors against the edge of the silicon mold, and then it can flow on top of the clear resin and create hopefully some nice effects. And I've used about 250 gram of resin for this 25 centimeter silicon mold. So it's not all the way to the top. There are some millimeters left for a clear resin coat if you want to do that. So the first color I'm using is from Art. It's a resin ink and it's called Sangria. So 3 drops in each petal. I think this color will look nice with the black and the white. It's a nice, vibrant color. Then the next color is called Campery. It's also from Art and it's a resin ink. Also 3 drops in each petal. And my third color is an alcohol ink from Ranger and it's called Sunset Orange. So I'm using resin inks, but also an alcohol ink together, so I don't know how they will react to each other. So this is the mixture for the center. I use 2 materials. And the first one is a metallic crushed glass in the color bright silver. And I'm using a Super Shard glitter in the color Fuchsia. I dropped something in my resin, so I'm going to try to take it out. But yeah, it's an experiment. Doesn't it isn't a problem. And I'm already getting some nice effects with the black and white color. So all the materials I use in this video you can find at the end of the video, but also in the description below this video with the link to the website. So if you're curious, please check out the description below this video. I also have some promo codes and you can find those codes also in the description below this video. So this is a close-up right after pouring. Some really nice effects in the black and white. There you can see it with the resin ink Sangria. Very nice red color. Yeah, it looks nice. Some weird effects in the center with the sunset orange, alcohol ink, and the resin ink Campari or Campari. Yeah, looks nice. So this is 1 hour later and it changed a lot. You can see it. The black is flown into the center. Some nice effects with the white and the sangria color in the center. Very pretty. Hopefully the other side of this flower tray is also nice. But yeah, we have to wait for that for at least 24 hours. Center is very pretty. And I like the colors together. But yeah, you know, it can change a lot during drying time. So yeah, it can be nice now, but maybe tomorrow not anymore. So it's 24 hours later. Didn't change a lot. But now it's time to take the flower tray out of the mold and to look how the other side of this flower tray looks. But this side is very pretty. I'm very pleased with it. Some nice effects. And I'm also going to compare this test with my first test in the flower mold. Yeah, I'm going to show you with a white background. Then the colors are much more pretty, I think. There's some nice effects. Center is very nice. And to use two colors for the edge is very pretty. I don't think I have a lot of lacing. I can see it from this side. But maybe some other effects. Whoa, That's also very pretty. It's not lacing. That's not it. It's another effect. And I also think it's not webbing. It looks like animal hair. You can see it. But the colors are very nice. And to use two colors for the edge is also very pretty. Because I do have a black edge with some white next to it. But yeah. And the colors blended nicely together. That's what I also like. The center is pretty. Yeah, I'm pleased with this test. Now going to compare them. This was my first test. The resin temperature was 26 degrees, and I've added 8 drops of white and 8 drops of green. And the 8 drops I weighed, and it was 0.70 gram. So that's what I used in my second test. But this was my first test. So the only change is the resin temperature. Also, this looks a little bit like animal hair. And then my second test, there you can see it, the resin temperature higher was 27.5 degrees. I used 0.17 gram of white, but also for the black. Yeah, it's not lacing. That's not it. Yeah, it really looks like hair. And I think it's also not webbing. But yeah, if anyone knows how this effect is called, please let me know in the comments below this video. So this is the end result. It's very pretty. And for sure I'm going to try to use two colors again in another test with another resin temperature. And I love the colors. They are very vibrant. There you can see the blending of the colors. Yeah, very nice. And I love the white background. So I could add a white layer of resin on the back of it, but yeah. So let me know what you think in the comments below this video. I'm very curious how this effect is called. And maybe you have a suggestion for my next test, which colors to use or other ideas. Please let me know. So this is the side how I poured it. Also, this side is very pretty. I love the center with the white and the sangria color in the black. Very pretty. Yeah, I'm very pleased with this test. So what I mentioned, all the materials I've used are in the description below this video. Also my promo codes. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I want to thank you all for watching and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye!